Elon Musk is currently the richest man in the world. Judging by that, he would have a luxurious lifestyle. However, he seems to be down to earth, and apparently, the worldly goods don't attract him much. This was the reason that he recently listed all of his mansions for sale, mainly because they weren't under use and he's yet to find his dream house, which he describes as something like Tony Stark's house. Well, we wish him good luck with that, but being the tech giant, it wouldn't be surprising to know that he goes on to build his dream house in the next few years. For now, we'll be taking a look at some of his mansions that he owns or has owned in the past. Before jumping into the video, don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing and exciting videos. Let's get started. In May of 2020, he tweeted that he would be selling almost all physical possessions, will own no house. Just a few days later, he listed 4 of his mansions in Los Angeles up for sale for a total sum of $137 million. His real estate portfolio includes a $30 million mansion in Los Angeles, Gene Wilder's former house, and a 100-year-old historic mansion on the San Francisco Peninsula. $30 million Bel-Air mansion. This mansion is located in Bel-Air, Los Angeles, near the Bel-Air Country Club. The house spreads over an area of 16,231 feet and includes 7 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms. This property is massive, and it is surrounded by many other houses that Elon has collected over the years. In an interview with Joe Rogan, this property has served as his main house over the years. He had purchased the house for $17 million in 2013. Let's focus on the sophisticated interior of the property. Built in 1990, the dining area of the house has nearly floor-to-ceiling windows. The kitchen design is impressive. There's a large center island that features wood paneling and also comes with a built-in open closet. The ceiling has barrel bricks, which make it look even more chic. The decor has certainly been changed over the years since Elon moved in with his 5 young sons named Kai, Xavier, Griffin, Saxon, and Damien. No doubt his newborn son named XAE812 will soon find a crib in the multi-million-dollar property. The master bedroom has been carpeted, and it features a fireplace and a large sitting area where we assume he has tweeted memes. The master bathroom has been carefully designed with marble, and it covers everything from floor to countertops and bathtub. There's also a theater that comes with a bar. The gym opens up to the scenic views of the green surroundings. The backyard spreads over an area of 1.67 acres. It comes with a pool and a patio area with a fire pit. We assume that poolside would be the favorite part of the house for him as well as his kids, as the pool has a built-in spa and there are toys for kids to play around. Just by the pool, there's an outdoor dining area surrounded by trees that provide perfect shade for the guests. The expansive backyard also has a fruit orchard. The property is surrounded by lush green trees, and there are several stone paths to wander throughout the greenery. Quite a serene escape indeed. Out on the front of the property, there's a motor court which can garage up to 5 cars. Musk's $35 million home in Hillsborough. This historic property was purchased by Elon Musk in 2017 for $23.36 million, which is way less than the initial $100 million asking price. Situated in Hillsborough on the San Francisco Peninsula, this beautiful house has an amazing history and is definitely a cool place to live. Spreading over an area of 16,000, this mansion has 10 bedrooms and 9 full bathrooms. The place was built in 1916 by Christian de Guenge II, who was the son of a French count and gold rush heiress. Walter Danforth Bliss and William Baker Favell, also known as Bliss and Favell, designed this house. They're known for building Richmond Library and St. Francis Hotel. This house is called Guenge Court. After the death of Christian II, this property was inherited by Christian III, who married Eleanor Christensen, an insanely rich woman. She was named as the most powerful woman in the world in 1982 by Town & Country magazine. Eleanor was a woman of unique taste and style. She was frequently named as one of the best-dressed women in the world. It's even said that she left $200,000 to the manager at Tiffany's in her will, and also donated her collection of expensive designer clothes to various museums in San Francisco. After the death of Christian III, the house was inherited to his son. When he was 76 years old, he put the house for sale on market for an insane amount of $100 million in 2013. But it actually came with a catch. Even after the purchase of the property, Christian IV would still own part of the house where he would live until he died. At first, Musk gave up on purchasing the house because he didn't want to live with elderly royalty. But we would have gotten some great tweets and memes out of the situation. However, as the property attracted no buyers due to that condition, it was finally removed. And when the house was finally sold for $23.36 million, no one, or at least no one in the electronic media, knew that Elon Musk was the buyer of the property. It's still not clear why he purchased the house. It's about 5 hours away from his main home, but it's possible there might be a helicopter pad on this 47.4-acre property. Maybe the house was supposed to be a vacation house. It has now been put on sale. It has long black and white hallways, which feature a row of floor-to-ceiling French doors and ornamental windows. There's all sorts of expensive antique furniture in the house. It was under the use of the De Guin family for 100 years, and most of its charm is left behind by Eleanor Christensen. The kitchen is extremely massive, even bigger than most of the living kitchens. The bathrooms have a sophisticated work of black marble. Various walls across the house have been beautifully painted and are likely to be original to the property. Of course, it wouldn't be a mansion for some of the world's wealthiest people if it didn't have a pool. The pool appears to be original to the house. It's shallow and smaller and common to the pools in the 1920s and 30s. There are hiking trails on the property, which is something that seems to have attracted Elon. The entrance has a cool gate covered with vine and ivy. It's been there for 100 years now. Gene Wilder's house. Gene Wilder used to live on this estate in Bel-Air until 2013. Elon purchased this house immediately when it went up for sale. Now in a process of getting rid of worldly possessions, he's put the house on the market for sale at a price of $9.5 million. But it comes with a catch. The house cannot be torn down. He tweeted, "The house cannot be torn down or lose any of its soul" by the buyer. It is hard to quantify what he meant by soul, but it's clear that Elon wants to preserve this property. Maybe that was the reason that he wanted to save it from demolition. He definitely loved the place. He described it as amazing and a real quirky house. He said all the cabinets in the house are handmade. There are strange tunnels, corridors, and eerie paintings on the walls. Everything is in odd shape. He purchased the 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom property just for the spirit of Gene Wilder. He purchased the house for $7 million. He says that even if it sells for less, he still wouldn't care. Just billionaire things. This ranch-style property has a guest cottage and a pool. It overlooks the stream and sand traps of the Bel-Air Country Club golf course. Even though the property was built in 1951, records show that Gene Wilder purchased it in 2007 for $2.725 million. The parcel. Covering an area of 0.78 acres, this property is right next to Elon's main house. Even the backyard of his main house is larger than this property. Collection of other homes. He has 4 additional homes that have been listed for sale under the total price of $62.5 million. All of them are located near his office in Chalon Road and Samara Road in Los Angeles. One of them is a colonial home that has 4 bedrooms. It is a 2-story building with an area of 3.943 square feet. Records show that Elon bought this property for $6.4 million in 2019. Musk told in an interview that he just buys homes because they were going to be torn down anyway. He told the reason behind buying all of these properties, saying he wanted to start building his dream house, but he never started it. Besides these properties, he also owns a 3,000 square foot ranch on a hill. He bought it for $4.3 million in 2015. This is in the same area as his main house. He'd been planning on building his dream house for 5 years, but all of the hectic Tesla work dragged him away from his dream. He has another modern mansion that is way larger than the previous 2 that we mentioned. It's newly built with an area of over 9,000 square feet, including 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. Elon purchased it for $24.25 million in 2016. Now that he has put all of his houses for sale, including his main house, he may have to rent for the rest of his life, or until he figures out that renting a multi-million-dollar property is the same as owning a multi-million-dollar home and decides to buy even more houses. Only time will tell. You've just watched Elon Musk's mansions. We hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.